business and company names are not trademarks. This is one of the biggest misconceptions within the business community, but business and company names do not provide a right to use the name in trade. That's the role of a registered trademark, as you can see from abr.gov.au. Business names relate to state-based laws pertaining to operating a business, and company names relate to the Corporations Act 2001, which is federal legislation. Trademarks are governed by the Australian Trademarks Act 1995. So, what is a trademark? This definition comes from ipaustralia.gov.au, the government agency that is responsible for the Trademarks Office. And here's the definition from the Trademarks Act 1995. As you can see, the emphasis is on distinguishing the goods or services from one trader from another. And you can search the official Trademarks Register by accessing the Australian Trademark Search website. Registered and pending trademark applications, as well as other information, can be found there. What about unregistered trademarks? Registered trademarks give their owner nationwide protection. That means once you have a registered trademark, you can use it for your goods and services across Australia and stop others from using it. Because it's essentially property, you can license it, transfer it, and so on. Trademarks can be protected in 34 goods and 11 service classes, as you can see from this partial goods list available on IP Australia's website. For instance, apps and software are in Class 9, and paper, pencils, and pens are in Class 16. Here's a partial list of services. All manner of sales activity is in Class 35, for example. Trademarks must distinguish the goods and/or services of one trader from that of another, as shown here again in Section 17 of the Trademarks Act 1995. There are 1,000 cafes in any one city, but we need to be able to distinguish one from the other. That's where good branding comes in, and a trademark is legal protection for a brand. So what makes for a registrable trademark? Well, here are some tips. To be registrable, trademarks cannot be descriptive of the goods and/or services they represent. For instance, Apple does not sell apples. So, an eyewear company called Just Spectacles or Just Glasses or Just Eyewear would not be protectable. Trademarks cannot deceive or confuse the public. For instance, you cannot use a famous person's name as a brand to represent a product or a service without their permission. A trademark cannot indicate that goods are from a certain geographical location when they are not. Trademarks for the same or similar goods or services cannot be likely to deceive or cause confusion amongst the public. A trademark search should be conducted before business and company names are registered. This is to ensure that your chosen name would not infringe a registered trademark in the same or similar goods and/or service classes that you would need to protect in, and crucially would reveal if you can also own your own name as a registered mark. A trademark professional will search the trademarks register as well as conduct common law searches. It really is worth paying the extra money to work with a trademark professional. They really can get the best out of the system because of their experience and understanding of the Trademarks Act. Your trademarks might still be legally owned by the third party that created them. The reason why is because intellectual property is generally owned by the author or creator unless there is a contract to the contrary. So while commissioning and paying a graphic designer or brand consultant certainly provides a right to use what they have created, it may not provide ownership, and that could be quite important down the track. Only registered trademarks can carry the registered trademark symbol. Here is the famous Radio City Music Hall in New York City. It's also an Australian registered trademark, and so is the word Rockettes, and that means that its owner has the right to use the registered trademark symbol whenever it promotes it on its website, in this Google ad for instance, at any time. Facebook is also protected in this country, as you can see from this search, which shows that the owner, Facebook, has 50 trademarks, all the way from its earliest trademark, which was Face in 2005, through to its most recent trademark, which is very interesting because we haven't actually seen it in the marketplace yet, but you'll see it shortly, and it's Bonfire. Registered trademarks make businesses more valuable. Registered trademarks provide nationwide protection, can be renewed every 10 years indefinitely, can be sold and licensed. Business and company names and brands have none of those attributes. We can help you in many ways. Just go to comoip.com/contact and be in touch.